Hello, I'm Laura. This is today's Heartlines for the Wednesday Heartwarmer and for Thursday, July 1st and 2nd. This is because I am in the process of traveling at this time, and I will return to you for Friday and Saturday Heartlines. In the meantime, let's look at our theme for this week, which is freedom. And the focus for today is love and the wings of freedom. Have you ever seen an eagle in flight? I saw one at the time of my sister's transition from this world when she was dying of cancer. And it was circling overhead, and I watched it as the circles increased and went higher and higher until it disappeared from view altogether. It was easy to see how eagles have become for many people a symbol of spirit and also a reminder of our unlimited spirit within that lives beyond any physical or time limitations. Now, when I see an eagle, I think of those same things. So when I saw this story from Kimmy Yam of the Today Show, I wanted to share it with you. Kimmy said that after more than 25 weeks of expert care in the rehabilitation center of the SPCA, the Society for Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, in Monterey County, California, an eagle took flight. It had come to them badly injured back in December. It had a broken coracoid, which is like a double shoulder bone that actually kept it from flying. And it seemed it had been electrocuted in some way, perhaps running in to a power wire. They weren't even sure the eagle was going to survive. So they started immediate, loving, and intensive care. They bound it tightly after resetting its bones so that it was absolutely still and could not move. They then fed it through their own method, both food and medicine prepared for a gentle diet. Then, as it grew stronger, they started giving it a diet of what it actually eats in the wild. Then they provided physical exercise, doing rehabilitation exercises with the eagle itself until they were able to take it into their large sanctuary for birds and eagles who are rehabilitating and teach it to once again fly around. Now, of course, humans can't teach eagles to fly, but they can encourage them to do so. Finally, when they knew it was strong enough, it had regained all of its strength, they released it into the wild. And the happiest moment for them was seeing it fly away, perhaps never to see it again. But that kind of release is that complete and unconditional love. In fact, the binding, the wrapping, and being still reminds us that when we are still, we can feel the energy of love wrap itself around us. Medicine from love, it is when love soothes the hurt and heals the wounds of the soul. A diet of love is us staying connected with love's presence by feeding our minds and thoughts with ideas of love and our relationships with words of love. And the physical exercise can be our putting love into action in our world through volunteering our time or doing kind things for others. And finally, the release can be our ability to give love freely without any selfish expectation in return. So we can open our hearts to this process by taking those 5 steps into our hearts and focusing on these wonderful affirmations that awaken love in us. And let's do so, followed by a brief moment of silence. So let's take a deep breath and close our eyes and hold these affirmative ideas in our hearts. In stillness, I see myself enfolded in the warmth and energy of love. I let love do its healing work in me. I feed myself on thoughts of love and others on words of love. I do what it takes to strengthen love's presence in my world. I release selfish considerations and freely give love for love's sake. And so it is. The organization's Wildlife Center rescues more than 2,500 injured and orphaned animals annually in Monterey, California. Now, why would human beings do this for animals? Because we are connected with all of life. And that connection is love. So how much more easily can we apply it to each other, to the other members of our human family? Let love give you wings to soar into life and feel the freedom that it brings. And have a wonderful day.